Oh, okay. Well, I look the fuck good, y'all.
You do.
Thanks, girl, thanks. Welcome back to another Power My Central episode. I am one of your hosts, Tutu, and I have my good people here with me today. And today is going to just be a fun, whatever ideas come to us episode because, yeah, it's Tuesday and why not? But before we get started into our topics, let me go around and say hi to my good people. Hi, Hannah. How are you?
Hello, hello. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Happy Tuesday.
Say,
All right. And AK, hi.
What up? What up? What up, y'all? How you doing? How you feeling,
I feel
beloved?
good.
Why you look
Yeah.
like that? Where you
yeah.
coming from?
Oh, I came from a gala. Not a gala, a art gallery.
An art gallery?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So were you the art or was the
Might
other?
as well be the art because this girl is a fine babe.
Don't do too much. Don't do too much.
Oh no, do the most. Do the most.
Do that today, Podu, with your fingers. Yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry for you. Take your intro. Continue, please.
It's okay. Anyways, so yeah, shout out to you, T. If you guys are new to Prime Mind Central, make sure that you tap in with us. Follow us on all our social medias, PWC Cast. Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you tell everybody to follow and all that good stuff. But anyways, we're gonna get to that at the end of the recording. But let's tap into our ideas and our topics for today. So I don't know if you guys have heard this situation, but none of us are married yet. We're gonna manifest it, but when we get married, we have to deal with in-laws, right? Yes. So how would you guys feel if your spouse, do you feel like as if your spouse is supposed to take certain sides when it comes to certain situations, or how would you feel if your spouse was to only side with their
Karen.
mother and father-in-law?
There,
Like when you're in a marriage, when you're married to somebody and say, okay, Hannah, your husband, aka your wife, whatever the situation is, and you now have a disagreement, right? With your mother and father-in-law. Do you feel like as if your wife and your husband is always supposed to have your back no matter what the situation is?
No, I could be wrong.
I feel like having your back looks different in different situations, right? So I wouldn't want my partner to be like maybe in front of everybody, like, I don't know, it depends on the situation. But ideally, right, you could pull me aside, be like, look, babe, you're wrong, da da da. And then I can humbly come back and be like, apologize to his parents, da da da, right? But I don't want to be put on the spot where it's like everybody against me. And now I feel like I'm looking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I think, especially if we're a unit, I'm not saying I'm always going to be right, but I feel like you could pull me aside. We're a unit now. So you should honor my feelings a little bit more than your parents because it's us right now. You know what I mean? And you can tell me I'm wrong, right? You can tell me, you're a little height, calm down, take a little minute, right? And then I'll come back, right? But you don't have to, I don't know, put
Embarrassing.
words on my
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
To your
Because in
point.
that, I feel like, yeah, I don't know.
No, go ahead. Finish, please.
I don't know, just because I feel like if his parents then see us like, I don't know, that's a rift that they see in our marriage. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's something that they would exploit if they could, but it's just like I want to make sure that we come off as a strong front, right? And like a strong unit. And that's not to say we don't have our down moments, but I'm gonna come off as strong. So pull me aside. Don't say it in front of people.
So let me ask you this then. At what point did you forget that maybe you shouldn't have even gotten to the point where I need to pull you to the side in the first place?
Well, I mean, it depends. Like I said, it depends on what the situation was. I'm probably not going to get to the point where it's like going to be a big argument because that's just not the person I am, right? Like, I tend to be the person where it's like, okay, you know what? Let me just hold my tongue because this is not productive conversation, right? But I'm just saying, I guess in general, let's just say for whatever reason it did pop off, like, I would want my spouse to either be like, okay, everybody just kind of, he could play like peacemaker, But like, just don't not be on my side, right? You could play peacemaker between everybody. You could be like, I don't know, but I still just need you in my corner.
Mm-hmm. And then
That's not.
last thing here. While you need him to be in your corner, are you also going to be in his corner? Meaning you're not going to be a firecracker. And if they say, settle down, you decide to instead pop off some more because, I don't know, Johanna.
And I pop off like that.
I'm just saying in general, right? I'm not to say you, but I'm just saying for
Yeah,
that scenario.
no.
Yeah.
I am gonna ride for him too, right? Like I am not gonna instigate stuff. I feel like just in a relationship, anything that I kind of expect from myself in terms of like how I want to be treated, I'm gonna do the same for my partner. So, um, yeah, I'll
Okay.
respect.
As for me, to your question, um, is it my parents or her parents?
It's her,
Either one,
yeah.
You know what? Okay.
yeah, either one,
So
honestly.
if it's her parents, yeah, I don't think I ever get to the position where she would need to like interfere. Like I'd rather be quiet and then pull you like when we are alone. I'd be like, yo, tell your mom or find a way to tell your mom or your dad because I'm not with this nonsense. You know what I mean? Like hold your ear, even you yourself. Like if you don't want me to, start transferring aggression, take care of this. It's not my place to go and, address it. Now with my parents, yeah, that's a little bit tricky, man. You know what I'm saying? If you see me go with my parents, these are my parents. I've known them since I was a young. Like I came out of the womb. They know me. So sometimes you don't know a little, back and forth. So yeah, step aside a little bit for this one. Let me chat with them real quick. Now, if you see me going outside of character, yeah, then you can step in. But if not, like just just let me, go. Yeah, maybe we like sarcasm like that. We understand each other, things like that. So I would say learn the culture, and then before you insert yourself, just don't insert yourself because that's so. But I won't mind if you say, hey man, I think you're going out of bounds. But first of all, again, learn the culture. So yeah. What about you, Tutu?
I mean, yeah, I agree. I agree with y'all. I feel like as if I think that it should always like my man should have my back and I should have my man's back. And whatever the situation is, even if I'm wrong or not, you're supposed to hold me down. But then you're going to tell me, put me aside and be like, all right, you were doing too much and you were actually wrong. But don't, like what Hannah said, don't make me look like as if like we got issues at home in our own personal space because you I'm for whatever reason, I shouldn't even be going back and forth with your parents or whoever the situation is. But like, it should never be a fact where I don't want to say like choose your parents, but choose your parents over your wife because at the end of the day, you're not married to your parents anymore. You're married to me. So at this point, if you wanted to go ahead and choose your parents, you should have been stay with your parents. That's what it is. So I feel like a husband and wife is always supposed to be on that united front, whatever the situation is. And like Hannah said, pull me to the side, whatever. I'm never gonna get out of character where it feels like I'm disrespecting anybody's parents or whatever the situation is. I'm gonna let you handle that because that's your parents. Just like if it was for me, I would handle it because I'm not gonna have my mom or dad talk to my man crazy like that. No. But it's just the fact of like, I feel like when you are married to your spouse is always supposed to be for you. You're always supposed to be for your spouse, no matter what the situation is. Like, it's just, that's just what it is. Now you can get corrected in private and whatever the situation is and do the damage control somewhere else. But don't ever have me, anybody, or have me looking, feeling as if like, nah, my man don't respect me, my man don't, no.
Let's first of all begin with the fact that you should not I should not put my wife and my mom or my parents um um it's not a competition, right? I should never put them in a space where they need to compete. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah. Um they're in different lanes, right? So each person should be in their lane and the lane should never merge, if you ask me. So you wife, you have your own lane, respect your lane. Parents, you got your own lane, respect your lane. Don't jump into this person's lane and don't jump into that person's lane. That's just that.
But people jump into each other's lanes all the
I'm
time.
about to say, because are we having these conversations,
Yeah.
especially with the moms or the
The
parents? Are we
moms,
having
yeah,
these conversations? Because it be the moms that be doing the most and be feeling. Because I have this thing where I feel like it's like not all moms, but some moms, they feel like they son's wives, and
yes,
this, and they like to go ahead and just be all in the mix and just like relax, like that's your son and he's always going to be your son, but now at this point he is also somebody else's world. So I'm going to need you to go ahead, mother-in-law, and relax a little bit and let me, like, because if you felt like this wasn't going to work, you should have been set up from the jump, because now it's given like you don't trust your son to be with anybody except you, because you the only person in the world that matters. And I'm not taking away, that's your mom, like it's always going to be the mom, I get it, but it's just like now your son is your son for a reason. Your son is not your man, so it's like I don't know.
Let me ask you this question. Who is stopping your mama from coming in there and also telling the son, which is your man, that I raised my daughter this way and I don't want the bare minimum for her. You should turn up the heat. Who is stopping your mama from doing that? Absolutely nobody. So don't come over here and be telling mama that, or should not come and be telling me how you should treat the son that she's been treating for however X amount of time. Right. If you're not doing something right, just accept the fact that you're not doing something right. And maybe it's an opportunity for you to learn something. Learn something. How to take over.
Learn what? But what am I learning exactly? I'm not learning anything. It's just giving the mom is just trying to be controlling and bearing over her son. Like let your son be a man and let him go do his thing. Like I'm not understanding.
I think we're talking about
What are we learning?
like, AK. I think what you're coming from, like a kind of an innocent point of view mindset, but like a mom who's really interested in helping her daughter-in-law be better in different areas. What Tutu and I are referring to, like there are literally moms who have raised their sons since, the whole time, right, by themselves, and they literally think of their son like as their husband. These moms will go to prom with their sons, right? And brag about how they're fine. Like, oh yes, yes, there are people who brag about going to their son's prom, or that they feel so honored that their son asked them to go with them. You know what I mean? So anyway, so there are moms literally who feel like when their son has a new girlfriend or their wife, that wife is replacing the mom, which she kind of is, like she's replacing that role. And the mom doesn't like that. She doesn't like to not have that control. And so she tries to like butt her way. She gives a little dig. She just makes life like miserable.
Yeah.
I've seen tons of shows, tons of like just things where I've just seen that relationship really often.
But the
So
thing is, the wife is not even supposed to, the wife is not replacing the role of the mom. That's the thing though. Like the wife is literally just another person that
yeah.
like loves on your son the same way. But there's moms that literally will come in and be like, I don't want nobody loving my son. It should only just be me because my son, my son, my son, and I did all of this. Like that's the moms that I'm talking about, where it's just like,
So in this situation too, because what I'm hearing is like you came and kicked somebody off a spot, and then now you're taking all the glory that person was having on that spot, but then you're not also paying homage back to, the person you came at took off that spot. Not when I say
but
spot,
you're not
I mean like,
kicking.
Yeah, we're just talking about like overbearing. It's
You're
not that
not kicking.
the
Yeah, I'm
mom
not
doesn't
kicking you.
have
Like
a place in their life. It's
I'm
just
not kicking my mother-in-law
yeah.
off of her spot, because girl, that's your son. That because I need to come to you and let you know that your son is pissing me off at this point. So I need the motherly advice for both of us at this point. So I'm not kicking you from your role, because you're always gonna be.
but
She's
this is the
always gonna
thing
be
though.
that mom
She
But this is
has
the
to
thing.
respect you as the wife.
as the wife.
Yeah,
Like
That's what we're saying.
of course, right? But let me ask this. You as the wife, right? Are you respecting her as the mother in the sense of this, right? So before you came, the son was probably taking care of the mom, right? So now you come, that responsibility turns to you, like that care, he turns it to you, right? And then now the mom is like over there. So you, in turn, now supposed to then take some of that care that was given that way and be giving it that way while he's giving all his attention to you. Now, if all the attention is coming to you and nothing is going to the mom, there's going to be a problem there. So the question I'm asking is, when you're getting all the attention from the guy, quote unquote, I'm assuming that you're getting all the attention from the guy, are you in turn paying attention to the mother that the guy was paying attention to before you came?
Yes, because
Yes,
we want a guy that has a good relationship with his
with his
family.
mom.
When I see that a man treats his mom well, I feel like he will treat his wife well. So yes, that's what we're saying. We're not dogging a man's relationship with their mom. We're just saying that there are mothers who do overstep the boundary, right? And they start to get on the wife's territory. That's all we're trying to say. We're not trying to take away a man's relationship with his mother, but it's
I'm
just
not
like,
saying that you're taking away. I'm saying that the man would automatically put his attention on you, whether you like it or not,
I
right?
mean, I don't. I want the attention to be on me, but I don't want it to solely be on me because remember, there's other factors about it too. Like it's me. You got your mom. What if we got a kid, a daughter? Now, your attention has to be on your daughter too. So I don't just solely want it on me. And honestly, like Hannah was saying, I don't want my man to just have all the attention just on me. Like you had a mom. And especially I don't want you to have a strained relationship. I don't ever want to be the cause or the reason for anybody to have a strained relationship with their parents because oh this woman came into your life and now all of a sudden no. Like I want you to have a great relationship where you can go to her at any time, this and that. Like if I see that you're not giving your mom attention or whatever, I'm gonna be like, okay, first of all,
yeah,
what's going on? Because I
yeah.
don't like that. Like, if you're not going to give your mom attention, I'll give your mom some attention. Because at this point, what's happening? So I
Yeah.
feel like, yeah, I don't
Pause right there.
want.
Pause right there. You just said it. If you're not gonna give your mom attention, I'll give your mom attention. What I was saying is, he's giving you all the attention. Now you have to take that attention, you break it in half, or in whatever form that you want to break. You give it some to the mother. So you're covering the attention for both of you because he's giving everything to you and then he's working and whatnot. So now you break up some of that and give to the mother, which in turn shows that you are for the fam and she leaves you alone. Now I'm not saying that it works like that in every single situation. I'm just saying that you know how to appease the gods. In this situation, you know how to appease the elderly folks. Parents, grandparents, they want cajoling. They want you to show that you care and all whatnot. Am I lying?
No.
So in
No,
this situation, if you, what care that guy was doing, if you too replicate that because he would pass it to you, you think that they will not be peaceful in there. And I'm also saying that the guy too will also, the same way as you were showing concern towards your parents too, and which you would turn that towards him, hoping that you would turn it towards him too, he would then also replicate that to your parents too. It's a yin and yang thing.
that's a good situation, you
It
know.
should be always good like that now.
It should be. It
It
should
should be,
be
but it
going
don't be. But
crazy,
it
right?
really don't be. Because I'm telling you, these moms be out of pocket sometimes. Yeah,
Wait.
no. Like there's a, oh, I have an example. Oh,
Wait, a
Okay.
wait, go
better
ahead.
question is then, no, Hannah, go first. Think like,
Okay.
for
I'm
this.
gonna say, did y'all hear about this TLC? Oh, I love me some TLC Lifetime, all those good shows. They have the best. So TLC though, they have this new show where so it's the wife and the husband, right? And the wife and her mom, they don't have a good relationship, right? But the husband and the mother-in-law have a really, really close, like really, really close relationship. Like they be doing like really like weird, almost sexual things together, but they swear they're not doing anything sexual together. The mom has been living in the, couple's house now for like 2.5, 3-ish years. And the wife tried to bring up, she was like, so, when are you moving out, basically? And her mom got real mad. She was like, why are you trying to kick me out? Da, 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 da. And the husband was like, why are you trying to yeah, why are you trying to kick her out? It really hasn't been that long. The wife was like, it's been 3 years. He was like, dang, it hasn't felt that long. I don't know, it's
Mm.
real interesting, guys. It's real.
Okay, speaking of moms and stuff, how do y'all feel about your moms coming to stay with y'all? Are we doing the moms living with us? Yes or no? AK, take the lead on that one. You letting your mama stay with you and your wife?
Yeah. She's not my mom. Her mom took a
Like
step.
you don't let her live with you, like live with you. Ain't nothing wrong with her, no nothing. She just wanna come stay with you and you just gonna say yeah.
Yeah. Actually, one of my dreams is to retire my mom and she could come stay with me and my dad too. You know what I mean? Both of them can. they could come stay with me. So why not? I would love to have them around.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, you a great son, because Lord. In the
You know,
same house?
in the same
Like in one
house.
big house.
In one big house, yeah. Look,
Like you gonna get like a house and it has like different wings, like the
can't
east
get
wing
in
and
no
the
house. You have no different wings, no nothing. No, we are all under the same roof. You don't even understand. Roles have changed. You understand? Like I look forward to it. You don't even understand. So that the day my dad works, why are you out at 10 p.m.? Curfew, dad, curfew, dad. I give that nigga a curfew. I don't know what you're talking about.
He just wants revenge. That's what it is.
That's what it is. It's giving him revenge. He don't want them in the house.
Like,
That kid don't even like people around him or being in his personal space. So just imagine having his mom and dad in the same house as well as his wife and his kids. What?
I would love it because one, it's parents. Two, mom would definitely be there to, have the kids. You don't have to worry about daycare. You just pay her half. You pay her half the process you pay for daycare. I'm not just gonna have them there for free. You know what I mean? Still have them do stuff, but not actually leave the house to go do it like they did when they were young. But still, at least have a paycheck. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's actually a dream. It will actually be a dream come true. It will be my honor to do such a thing.
Oh, that's such a good son. Ooh, because in the house, y'all can live across the street. Like we can like all live in a nice, nice land. We all build a house and your house is there, right there. Like in my house, I don't think that's no.
Why not?
Cause I just
I would want
like
I want a little bit of privacy, a little bit of
privacy. It's not even a privacy part, but it is privacy because I just feel like I love my mama to death. Like I love my mama as much as my mama be stressing me out. Like yes, that's my girl, but sometimes my mom can just be too overbearing, and it's just like, girl, let me be with my man. Like let me be an adult. Let me be a wife. Let me be a grown woman and stuff like that without you overstepping or doing things like that. And I feel like sometimes like my mom kind of just does too much and whatnot. My dad is chill, so he don't have a problem. Like I would want both of my parents to like live next to me, but in my house,
it's a little different.
yeah, it's a little different. Now, if we're talking about sickness, like by all means, you coming inside the house or whatever the situation is, because you need somebody to watch you. But like, I feel like being there and stuff like that. Now, if I get pregnant, I want my mama to come stay with me for a little bit. I want that. Yes, I do. But I need you to be able to go back home, girlfriend. Like, you need to go. So yeah, that's not in the same house. So
See, the ironic part of our life is you say all this right now, and you say you need for you to go back home. Don't worry. When you spit out one, and she said, I'm going home, you'd be like, but I mean, can you stay for one more week though? Like, can you do 2 more
that's
weeks?
how it do be. It do be like that though. I do get it. I mean, but like, I want to be able to miss. I want to be able to miss my mom. Like, girl, like you go. Let me miss you, mommy. I miss you. Can you come and da 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 da? But like, you constantly there. Like you're constantly there. It's like, all right.
I feel
I don't know.
I feel as though that I feel as though that should be. I feel as though that should be the part where you get to see your mom in a different light, because that now you actually have something to relate with her to. You know what I mean? Like you actually have something to relate to, especially when the kids come. I'm not saying that you always see eye to eye, but you can if you actually create room for that, right? If you create room for that. And secondly, just because she's in the house does not mean that you don't have your privacy. You feel me? Like, yeah, you can have your privacy. And thirdly, if you don't have your privacy, shit, do whatever it is that you gotta do. If she's privy to it, you choosing to open your eyes to see it.
In front of my mother. No, that's not not in front of my mother. No.
Yeah.
Be there playing.
Or like little things like, okay.
How did you come on earth?
That's not even it.
What about my husband though? What about my husband?
Right, like
that. He wants to go downstairs in his boxers. You know what I mean? Like there's little things, little not to say like inconveniences, because it's not an inconvenience to have your parents around, but there's also the convenience when you are by yourself. You know what I mean? You could wear whatever you want to go throughout the house. Ain't nobody like, you know what I mean? It's just you and your man. I don't know. There's little things like,
You don't have to worry about why is this here or somebody moving your stuff or why
right,
is this like it's just a whole bunch of
right.
like and don't get me wrong, I can still see my mom in a different light being a grandmother to my kids when she's in my house helping me raise the kids for a little bit while she's there. Like you get what I'm saying? Like I feel like you're still always gonna see that her in that light even when she's at home. Like because at the end of the day now she's a grandmother. So it's like her being with your kids is like that's my girl and stuff, but you still my girl just in your house.
Yeah, I
Let
feel like also
yeah.
sometimes like a lot like women can be territorial, and it's not like trying to be in a bad way, but it's just like I know my mom likes her kitchen a certain way, and my grandma likes her kitchen a different way. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, just little things like that where it's like, okay, if you're living with two women in the house, right? Yes, this is the woman's house, but the mom's like, oh, well, I want this. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes it's like I want it the way I want it. You know, you had your house and it was lovely, and now this is my house and I want it to be. I don't know. Like I just feel like there's little things that might come up that I'm just like, if you needed to stay here, cool. If you wanted to stay here for a little bit and there was like, you know, it's gonna be X amount of time and then you shall go. Cool, you know. I think indefinitely without an end in sight is a little much.
You see, that's your guys' problem again. You went ahead and was talking about, you went ahead and was talking about, oh, what if my man wants to walk around in boxers? Did he tell you he wants to walk around in boxers? Versus, did he tell you that he wanted, an older adult in the house to be grabbing wisdom from? Okay, secondly, what if you are a career woman and you are constantly gone and you cannot prepare food for him to eat? You think it's not beneficial for him to have the mother-in-law in the house who will at least be
I don't want my
My
mom
mom is
cooking.
next
I want my mom
door.
cooking for my man. I don't
huh?
know. I don't
My
know.
mom is next door. Remember, we're all living on the same land, where she just next door. She's just not in the house. She's just next door.
Yeah, you
If you
got
want food, you can go to your mother-in-law's house. You can walk literally 5 steps, and you're there at her house. So
okay, no
yeah,
problem. So that means that let me ask you this. Would you rather let's say your parents, let's say get to the point where you have to be paying like you pay your parents' mortgage. So you rather pay two mortgages or rent and your mortgage just because you want your parents to be next door, or would you just rather have them live with you and then, you know, save that?
sign me up for 2 mortgages for 500. Because I would take that 2 mortgage for 1,000, please. Because no, I just no, this yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. No
Or
more.
I'm going to choose first idea where there were sweets and wings and like
We can do
that's
East
still,
Wing,
there's still
South,
one mortgage.
West
That's your
Wing,
yeah.
North. We can do all that
Yes.
with that. We
You
can
have a
be in a
main
big ass house. We could all be in the same house, but it would take you maybe 15 minutes to get downstairs. Where it's like, we can do that.
Okay, no problem.
You're going to say that. You're going to say now. You have your parents now. When your parents start stressing you out now, then you will see when you guys leaving.
Look,
You that don't like people.
look, he who wants to be stressed will be stressed.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, she don't want to be stressed, as in me, Tutu. So therefore, they will be living next door.
No problem. Then just be willing and able, if there are some little things that, they would have been helping. When it comes to those things, don't even look my way. Just go ahead and be doing them. You know what I'm saying? And then when you are tired, don't even make him that, hey, you're never helping. Slap the taste out your mouth.
They could be helping. They just helping from
No
a
problem. I'm
different
just, no, don't have our foul. I'm just saying, no problem. But when it comes that particular time when you need it, don't come and complain to me because I ain't hearing nothing.
That's fine.
Yeah. But I do understand, though. I do understand the need to have your own kitchen to yourself. You know what I mean? You live all your life to at least have somebody that be telling you that's not enough salt. You don't have enough oil in that pot. So I can understand. So I can understand.
Like, yeah, I just, girl, relax.
Yeah, some
be
people
a
don't like to be
guest.
taught.
Right, right.
They say be a guest.
Be a guest, please. Just relax. But okay, that's a
In a
yeah.
nutshell, to close that one, some people just don't like to be taught.
Some people just
That-
I don't know.
No one said that.
I just think that we love our parents. Don't get me wrong. Love you, mommy. Love you. That's my girl. But woo, well, yeah. Ask mom. The real question is, AK, we need to be asking. Ask my mom. My mom wants me in her house. That's the real question.
Yeah, my
Ask
mom,
that
she wants her
question, and
space.
then we can go from there. The same way how your parents wanted you out their house. It's the same way. Exactly.
See,
Then you
right
stay.
now, I promise you, if you ask them that, do you want to come back? They have one particular question for you. How much are you chipping in? Because you're an adult now. You're running away because you want to be an adult. So if you want to come back, how much are you just not just come back and be sitting here. So yeah.
Oh, your
Anyway.
parents love you because my parents told me don't even think about it.
Oh nah, oh nah. If I could move back in with my dad, oh, he'll be the happiest person on the planet Earth. Like I mean, like he'll
I
be.
know that
Oh
they
my
wouldn't they
god.
wouldn't turn me away. They would be like, okay, whatever. But like my dad told me, once you move out this house, you're a grown woman. You
Yeah.
on your own. That's what it like. My dad always told me when you move out the house, basically like you shouldn't have a reason to come back home unless it's like a dire need for you to come back home or whatever. But
Of
like
course.
once you leave, yeah, it like I feel like if my dad would be like, as a woman, as a girl, like my job as a dad is to teach you how to be equipped to do stuff on your own without you needing anybody. So like once you leave this house, I don't want you to say, "Oh, daddy, I need to come back to this house," because that means I didn't do my job as a dad. Like you should be equipped to be out by yourself. And the only time I'll let you come back inside this house is if you really like something is really going on. So Mr. Bangura said, "No, I cannot go back there. So I'm on my own."
Yeah.
I probably could have moved back home. I never thought about it, but I probably could have. But I like once I moved away, I was gone.
Yeah.
I'll become a porn actor if I move back to my dad's house. That's how
Ooh,
much I'm not going back in there. I said I'll become a porn actor before I go back into my dad's house. That's
there
how
you
much
go.
I'm going in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
When
I
everything
don't
else
know.
checks out, I'll just switch to that because that to me, I feel like that's the easiest job that I'll do. After everything I've tried. But just say
Just yeah,
I'm
that's
not
just
going
like
back.
Brother's
if I was
house.
to move back to Maryland, I would have to get my own place. Like I don't think I could. Like, because even when I go back home for vacation, I'd be like, wrap this shit up. I'm ready to go back now. Like I'm ready to go at this point. Like I know it was cute. It was cute. Like I'm about to go spend time with my family. Da, 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 da. Until you set foot in that house and your parents are not telling you to do stuff and be sending you. No, 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 no. I'm
Yep.
wrap it up.
Yep. Or you're just sitting and they start asking you questions that you have. You're just like, bro, can I just exist? Like, just
Like,
look at
come
me.
on.
And don't say
Just what?
not just let me exist, you know what I mean?
Let
But
me
yeah.
just be here. Because
Yeah.
now I'm hearing this is not your room. You don't live here no more. And like it's just like okay, like you know how many times I have to hear that? Oh, this is not your room. You were just a tenant. What? Like what the hell that mean? I'm just like, yeah, pack this shit up. I'm ready to go at this point. But anyways, moving on to that. So we all agree that besides AK, that we will not have our mommies or parents live in our house.
Yeah.
Besides AK. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I had a scenario about that. Okay, before we move on real quick, because one woman said when she got married, her husband's mom kept pressuring them to have a baby. They kept saying not right now. But then on a family vacation, the woman's birth control magically disappeared.
Mm-mm.
When they got home and started unpacking, she opened her mother-in-law's drawer and found her birth control, along with prenatal vitamins crushed up in homemade herbal fertility smoothies.
See, that's that shit. That's that shit,
AK,
brother.
you see? You
See,
see?
that's
Now,
what I'm talking about. This is why we need
now my
boundaries.
mother-in-law is sitting here doing homemade concoctions for me to go
Yes,
ahead and be having like
listen. Mm-mm,
it's
mm-mm.
just
Girl, we said
boundaries.
we are
Boundaries just
ready
need
to
to
go.
be it's just and there's another one. A couple went to Jamaica for their honeymoon, only to discover that the groom's mother is staying at the same resort. She says she didn't want her son and his new wife to feel alone. She even tried to join them for dinner every night.
That's what we're talking about. Okay? That is what we're
Because
talking.
why are you on my honeymoon?
Hello, I want you to have your relationship with your mother, but I want a relationship with you too, nigga. So,
Because why is your mom in Jamaica with us? Like, AK,
no.
would you want your mom to go to Jamaica with you on your honeymoon?
No.
Okay, I wasn't.
Thank you. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have. Why are you
My mom
joining?
I live in the house, but she's not coming to no Jamaica to the honeymoon. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
that's what I'm saying. It's just boundaries. Like, moms just do too much. They just overstep. Like, relax. Let your man.
Not my mama.
No, not sure. No, no. Of course, no. Not AK's mom.
I have
But
to beg
like,
for my mom.
yeah.
I have to beg for my mom's love. That's the ironic part.
It just be too much. Or last one, another woman said her mother-in-law never accepted her for absolutely no reason. She told her, "You're not welcome in my house. I'm so disappointed. My firstborn married such an awful human being." Because let me tell you something. Disclaimer. Let me tell you something. I have the utmost respect for my elders, but let me tell you something. Because that would probably be the time where some words would have to be had. Because at this point, now you're disrespecting my character. And now you're assassinating my character, and you're telling me that I am an awful human being because what? What is the reason for that? Like, I don't feel like where there should ever be a situation where anybody's in-laws or whoever is talking to you, like, especially if you claim that you love your son or your daughter, whatever situation is, and this is the person that your child decided to marry, and you're now telling their significant other that, oh, you're an awful human being. I don't know why, like, you're disgraced. That is ridiculous. And I just feel like a person should just run from that situation, because I feel like if anybody's family is going to make your life a living hell, that's just going to be your marriage continuously, like going into that's just what it is.
Well, I think
I
if
could be
that person,
wrong.
if the spouse is close to their family that treats you bad like that, then I think it is a bad situation. But like, if the spouse is like, mom, we're not going to talk to my, wife like that, and kind of push the
Right.
mom,
Then there's a
I
difference. Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it's different too. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Stand your ground for me. Like, if we're together,
uh,
like, I need you to have my back just like I would have your back. Like, I'm not gonna let nobody disrespect my man, and just like I wouldn't expect for anybody to disrespect me, whatever the situation is. So, like, if I feel like my partner cannot defend me, then that just shows that we just don't need to be together. Because I feel like there
not gonna
needs to be
let
some
somebody talk.
times where, yeah, because that means you are okay with letting your family disrespect your partner. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I feel as though, till you get married, it's like you're in a jungle. You know what I'm saying? In a jungle for to be picked, to be accepted, things like that, you know. And not everybody will accept you. Not everybody would love you the way you want to be loved, things like that. But most importantly, as you get to meet different families, they have different criteria for their siblings, their loved ones, things like that. And sometimes it takes time for people to warm up to you. Sometimes it takes time for people to hate you, but um, it's each and every one of us, be it man, woman, to be that representative of your person, right? So that they're not talking bad and things like that, even if they are, but they're not privy to it, right? You create that environment, you shield them from all that nonsense. Pretty much what I'm trying to say. Um, yeah, I wish all families are like that, but again, there's some hyenas out here, that just love to chop, 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 and
And they can
okay,
go chop, 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 chop somewhere else without me. I don't want no part.
yeah, of
No, no, no,
course,
no.
of
Mm-mm.
course. But some people actually choose to stay in there because they feel as though, they can be either Nelson Mandela or what's this other guy's name, Martin Luther King, change the whole culture. Like, fam, you cannot change a whole culture, fam. Like, just walk away from, that. But hey, to each their own, I like to say.
Yeah, I feel like you could tell though, like when you are in, I mean, let me not say when you first, but you can kind of see the red flags. If like a person, if you're dealing with somebody in a relationship with them and you meet their family and their family is not really like messing with you, you can tell. Like you can tell off bat and be like, all right, I don't know, something's not working. Now you can have a conversation with your partner and be like, hey, this is how I felt, like whatever the situation is, and then y'all can go from there. And if nothing is getting resolved about that situation, then you have the option to opt out of it or go ahead with the roller coaster and just be on a whole bunch of chaos.
Yeah.
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 Okay, well, moving on. Let's wrap it up with this last topic. So I don't know if you guys have seen, but this couple was going viral. The guy's name was Tyler, and the girl's name was Priscilla. And Tyler proposed to Priscilla, and you know us girls, we when we the whole engagement thing, we have our dream ring and our dream wedding, how we want it to be and where we want it to be, all the other stuff. So yes, like we got all of that. How many carats, blah blah blah, whatever. So Priscilla had her dream ring, how she wanted what she wanted to be engaged with, whatever. And Tyler proposed to her, but Tyler proposed to her with an $898 ring from Walmart. From Walmart. Now, AK might put the picture in here so you guys can see. The ring is not ugly. It's really not ugly, but it's not ugly. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. But it's the fact that she said no. She said no because she was like, it's not the ring. It's more so. Oh, I got it right here. Yikes! Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Right?
It's not
Not
bad,
bad, right? Okay, it's. But sir, you could have took that tag off, like
but
for what? Like
listen,
you could have took the tag. But the fact that everybody's upset is because she said no. She turned down the proposal because she said it's not more so about the ring, which it is the kind of the ring, but it's the fact that she doesn't feel like as if Tyler heard her. So you know, like when we're like us women, when we're talking about our rings, like, well, this is what we want, and da 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 da, and all this other stuff. Tyler went ahead and got her a ring just because I guess maybe that was all he could afford at the time or whatever. But it's just like you're not hearing me. So if you couldn't even get my dream engagement ring, that means you probably won't be listening to me in our marriage. And it's just like little simple things like that lead to bigger chaos and stuff like that. So people were eating her up, saying like, girl, like you still got a ring at the end of the day. So why are you being selfish? And you should be lucky that like he even still proposed to you and he dodged. And people were saying that he dodged a bullet because he's like, she's ungrateful and whatnot. But people are also eating him up because it was like, sir, you had one job and you failed at that job. So what exactly are you really doing?
that's a good, it's an interesting situation. All right. I feel like there's a lot of different things playing a part. I don't think that she's necessarily wrong I don't think it's ungrateful to say no because you didn't like the ring, right? I think I can't speak on what was important to her, right? So if her thing was like she's been talking about what she wants for a while, like if she made this whole thing a big deal, like she felt like she really let Tyler know what she wanted and he still disregarded it, I guess I can understand why that would make her like get a pause, you know. Um, so I don't necessarily think she's ungrateful. I don't know if I would have like denied it just because it's not the ring that I want, right? Maybe Tyler could have been like, "Oh, babe, I can't afford what your dream one right now. This is our starter ring." Because I do know people like, or I've not, I don't know them personally, but you know, I've seen stories where like a man he was talking about how he will upgrade his wife's ring like every whatever couple years as his paycheck increases as they've expanded on the life that they want together, right? Because he didn't want to just pay all this money and then they not even maybe work out, right? So over time, as they've invested in each other, they've also invested in the ring and gotten her closer to the dream ring that she wants. So it's like, I guess I hate this. I would need to know a little bit more context, but it's a sticky situation. I don't know. But you're tacky, Tyler, because why would you leave that 900, what is it, $898? Why would you leave that
Yes. Why would you leave
in
that sticker on
there?
there? Like, I
Because
don't
first of
understand.
all, like that's just again, it's that more so makes me feel like she is kind of justified that he's not really thinking because you're just out here doing
Yeah,
whatever.
you just
You
doing
didn't
it
want to propose
because.
to me just to lock me in, right? You didn't think about if I was going to like this ring. You didn't think about how the presentation of it was. Tyler, when have you ever left a price tag on a gift? When have you ever left the price tag on a gift, the receipt? When do you do that? No, the gift
Yeah.
receipt doesn't show the price. Like you don't tell people how much you spend on them because it's just tacky. You know what I mean? Like if you can't rip the price tag off, you get a black shark. You know, but
And yup, Sharpie it out or
right.
something.
There's just
Yeah.
right. So you didn't think about how she was going to receive it, if she was going to be feel it like special, if this was because this is a big moment, right? So again, I feel like if she felt like she has been communicating her wants for this moment, her wants for this ring, and she felt unheard or unseen, I don't think it's ungrateful. I don't.
Yeah. I mean, I personally thought I said, well, for one, the girl knows what she wants. She got her standards. If she want that ring, she want that ring. Okay. And if I feel like if they had that conversation and she was like, this is my dream ring, this is what I want. If he knew he could not afford it at the time, this is the time to speak up
Yes,
and
tell
say,
me.
babe, I cannot do that. We're gonna have
I
to figure
love
something
you.
out. I
Yes.
love you, but let's work away. Just like how you said, let's start with a starter ring, and then we're gonna work our way up, whatever situation is. But don't wait and then have my hopes and dreams sold to me and be like, okay, this is the ring that you want. Okay, babe, da 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 da. Now when the time comes, all of a sudden you want to give me a fucking excuse or give me some like, no, we're not doing that. So I
Yeah.
mean, I get where she's coming from, where she has standards and that's what she wants. Because also when you're getting engaged, that's a really important moment in your life. So you want everything to go smoothly. But I also do understand that, like, I wouldn't have never turned down the proposal. I would have been like, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. And then after that, because remember, he proposed in front of people too. So now you're embarrassing your man in front of people. So I felt like I would have taken the ring. Yes. And then we have a conversation, be like, hey, babe, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love you. Da 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 da. This is not the ring that I wanted, but maybe 2 years, 5 years down the line, okay, we could think about maybe upgrading the ring or whatever. Because maybe what if Tyler didn't have money? What if that was all he could afford? What if Tyler is paying all of the bills in the house? Did she take that into consideration? Like this
But
nigga could be saving up to buy a house, a big ass house for that. He could be paying all the bills in the house. He could be paying the car notes, the insurance, all that stuff. Did she take that into consideration? So I feel like that and that part was kind of being selfish. Like just I don't think she should have said no, whatever. But I do hear her with the whole like, because let my man come and be like, what type of ring you like, and then you come to me and you leave the tag on there.
and yeah, it's just so tacky.
Sir,
It's just tacky.
sir, the price tag, you
But I
want
don't
the
know.
price.
I feel like if a woman is being genuine, right? Because we know women sometimes aren't. But if a woman is being genuine, I feel like whatever her response is when it comes to a proposal should never be a surprise to the man. I feel like you guys should have talked about you guys want to get married. You
Yeah,
like either there are conversations before you get down and propose on one. You know what I mean? Like you guys have talked about, or you know her as a person, right? Is she somebody who is like not to say big and flashy, but who's going to want an audience, or is she going to want something a little bit more private, right? Like because I've seen proposals, hiking in the woods because I'm from Michigan. So hiking in the woods and doing something, right? And it's just the two of them, or the beach ones where they're just sitting on the beach. You know what I mean? It could be very, very intimate, or it could be like the big thing where you said like the family and the friends are around. So like I feel like a man should, yes, it's still they're vulnerable, they're putting themselves out there, right? So I'm not saying that you shouldn't be nervous, but you should know that she's gonna say yes
right,
by the time
right, right.
that you're asking, right? And this shouldn't be
Yeah.
like this is about to fix our relationship, this is gonna keep her, this it shouldn't be like a quick fix, it shouldn't be. And so for that, like I said, I do feel like she's not entirely wrong for saying no because it felt I don't know, just this little bit of the story, it feels like he just kind of like did
He just
whatever.
disregarded her. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I feel like. You
yeah,
just you just did it just
yeah.
because that's what makes you happy at the time. Like you just did it because you felt like, okay, this is going to seal the deal, and it's just like, nah, bro. Like
Now, if
you
she's a
didn't take me
girl who
into
doesn't
consideration.
need, yeah, if she doesn't need a big flashy proposal, that's something completely, you have to know your woman, right? You
Yeah,
have to know the type of person that you are proposing to and what they're going to like, right? Especially if you feel like you're about to put yourself out there on this big limb and, then you have to. you have to make it in the best package for her to say yes, right? Because if you want her to say, you're not gonna win her over by doing all the opposite things that she doesn't like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so, okay,
Okay,
you've been
what's your
quiet.
thoughts? Oh Lord, here
I
we
know.
go.
I'm like, he been quiet, so here it
Okay.
comes.
I'm just listening. I really don't have much to say to it. I really don't. You know, what I mean, she said no. He bought an $850 ring. Hey, shit happens. That's probably all he had. That's not what she wants. C'est la vie. You know, it happens. At the end of the day, I hope she finds the person who would give her the ring that she wants. You know what I mean? And if she doesn't, I hope she can live with the decisions that she made too. You know, yeah. But most importantly, I have a question.
I have a question too.
So you go first. Maybe you ask my question. If you ask my question, then I'll just be quiet.
It's
Go
not.
first.
It's not going to answer yours. It's literally, I guess it's only for you. But if you propose to a woman, right, and she said no, maybe it was like a not a complete no, but like a not right now, or like try again later, like a ask again in a different way, ask again in a different setting, ask again with a different ring, type of
Wait,
thing.
hold on. You're
What?
asking.
No, you're not getting another proposal. Fuck
You're asking.
no.
Let me think. Just ask a simple question. I propose to a woman. She says no.
But not like a hard pass, just like
Look, I
let me
propose
try
to a
that again.
woman. She even blinks like she's thinking about it.
You can try it again.
Let's even first of all cross a barrier, right? The me that I am right now, the thought of going on one knee is first of all like painful in my head. Then I finally do it, and then you are thinking about it. Yeah, I'll just wake up now and then just stand me. Yeah, what are you thinking? Let me stand. When you're done thinking, let me know. So you're gonna take it or not? Because why are we doing this? Look at me trouble. But my own question I was gonna ask was this: the ring that you want, for example, in this situation, her, can she afford it? Can she buy it for herself? If you cannot buy it for yourself, why are you wanting something you can't buy for yourself? Oh, it doesn't work like that.
Well, why can't it?
Because I'm already buying his ring. So at this point, I can afford his ring. He need to afford my ring.
Your ring that you want, because you say that you want a certain cut, you want a certain shape, you want a certain size. At that particular moment, I'm not talking about right now, like you could dream of that ring. Oh, you could dream. No, in that particular moment, can you afford it? What you want?
Okay, what if she can afford it though?
What if she could not afford it?
No, what if she could afford it?
Then she can say no. But if you cannot afford it, please, you just better fucking take the $800 ring and be grateful. Ungrateful bitch.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Forgive
Hey
my French. I
yo,
don't call women that, please.
I
Not now.
mean,
He might have
Yeah.
gotten a little farther had he taken the price tag off. He might have gotten a potential yes had he taken that price tag off.
Don't get
I
me
mean,
wrong,
I
right?
just
He could have taken it off, right? Don't get me
He
wrong. But
100%
again,
could have.
right? Again, hear me out. If you and I, we are a starter kid, meaning that you and I, we just came into our careers and shit like that. And you are sitting there thinking I'm supposed to go buy your fucking plane in the name of an engagement ring. You are a fool.
But
Man,
see,
you
this
should
is what
run
I'm
away.
then
saying. We
have
would
those
have already
conversations
talked
then.
about it. This was part
Have
of
those
the
conversations
mission.
and say that,
Yes.
babe, I can't afford this right now.
You know
So
what?
that way we need to downsize and talk about
Because girls
a
will let
different
you
cut.
know. Women will let you
Simple.
know what they want. They will start showing you things. Y'all are at the mall. Oh, babe, let's go to the ring. Like, let's just go to look at jewelry. You know what I mean? They will start showing. There are signs. There are hints, right?
Yeah, just
And if
be
you
up
start picking
transparent.
up, you're like, oh, she's in the figures that I cannot afford. Let me sit this girl down real quick, and say, babe,
Simple.
that it's a quick convert. Not to say
Because
quick
then it falls back on the
conversation.
guy because he
Yes.
wasn't transparent. We had all these, you're now quote unquote leading me on because we went to the store, we did all these stuff. You saw I
They're
picked out
talking
one
about,
hefty
oh,
ass
try
expensive
that
ass ring.
one.
Try that, babe. Try that. Now I've
Yeah,
tried it on all of a
it great
sudden.
on
And
you.
now it's oh, I can't afford it. And
Who's
now
leading
I'm
who?
ungrateful. No, I'm not ungrateful. You
Who's
should
leading
have
who?
been said something.
Hmm?
What?
Who's leading who on?
The
The
guy.
store.
The guy is
Go
leading
to
her
the store.
on.
Ask to go to the store.
But if he is hyping me up,
No.
Right.
You
thing
are
or
dragging
not,
him there, and if he's agreeing to go, use the words the right way. If you are dragging him there and he's agreeing to go, don't say that he's leading you on.
okay.
Don't agree
I
to go if
drive
you don't
my
got the
man.
money. If you
I
don't got the
drive my
money.
man to the mall. I show him the ring that I want. He says, "Babe, that looks great on you." That's not. And then I'm like, "This is something that I want." He's like, "Okay, cool." I guess if you can't afford it, tell me.
Thank you. I'm about to say, if you cannot afford it, if you know you
Look at
are
the home
not
club.
ready to even think about ring shopping, marriage, this and that, do not go there. It's you can say no. You
can
can
say
simply
no.
say no.
So wait, let me ask you this question. We always talk about accountability, right? You guys are sitting here and living in your dream world and don't want to be accountable to what reality is about. So you're trying
I'm
to
not about to buy my own ring. So what do I? What
1 second.
reality do I need to be
Hold on.
living
It's
in?
not about you buying your ring. I did not say that you're buying your ring, right? Just follow me real quick. So you're in a relationship with a man and you are talking about looking at engagement rings, but you don't know if this man is financially stable enough to take care of you and you guys' household. Secondly, you don't know if this man can afford the ring that you are dreaming about, but yet you want him to buy it. In this situation, are you doing your due diligence or are you just sitting there being a mumu?
No,
You
we're
are
having these
upgrading for
conversations.
somebody else to think for you. What are you
We're
talking
having these
about?
conversations though. Like these
If you
conversations
are
are already
having the
being had.
conversations the same way as you want the guy to say, "Oh, I cannot afford that," is the same way as you two can also sit there and start using your smarts to see that, yo, where we are right now, this is not financially this. You don't have to sit there and act like you know what he got in his bank account. And
Why
say,
would I have to sit? Why would I have to sit there and tell him?
what do you
Why?
mean? What do you mean by why we have to sit down and tell him?
Because
You two, you two are building towards a better future, right? So it is
uh-huh.
in your interest that him, the same way as it is your interest that the person they're with should be in a financial place stable where they can sustain both of you. If if not even they can sustain you, I mean they can sustain themselves and sustain you so that you don't even have to worry about shit. You would think that, right? So in that situation, again, why would you not think that it is in your due right to also make sure that your dreams, the dreams that you have in your head, your dreams can be financed the way you want them to be financed versus you just dreaming and thinking that somebody else is supposed to carry it. Did you pay for their goddamn education? Did you
But
help them apply for the job that they in? That you all of a sudden your dream is just supposed to happen just like that.
but I'm not assuming though. I'm not assuming that that's the thing.
Assuming.
We're having these conversations. We're building. We're having these conversations. What would you like in marriage? How do you see finances? How do you see us raising kids? How do you see we're already having these conversations? If we are talking about marriage now at the situation, it's a 2-2. We both me and him are both having this conversation. What would you like? What's your dream? What's your dream ring? What's your dream proposal? How would you like this to be so and so? If we're having these conversations, all these fucking checklists needs to be checked off. If you know you can afford it, this is what I can afford. This is what I cannot afford. Simple. We having these conversations ahead. That's what
That's
we're supposed
all
to be
we're
doing.
saying.
Simple. That's all we're saying.
Cool. And as we're having these conversations, be realistic. As we're having these conversations, be realistic.
We are being realistic though.
No. Some of you are not. Some of you are not. Some of you think that men are just supposed to like they're magicians. You know what I mean? Like some stupid girl woke up one day and said, if a guy is broke, they should not have no play. If a guy is broke, why are you even breeding? Why are you breeding? You stupid idiot. Why are you breeding?
That it triggered you.
Like them.
It triggered.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
just saying,
no.
if
No,
you're
because
broke, you shouldn't be dating. Broke boys don't date.
Hey, where's Aziz at?
no problem. No problem. No problem. But again, is the rich guys who go hire the broke guys to fuck their women, right? But that's a topic for another day. Let's keep it moving.
all we are saying is, if you are going to proposal and you have your floor plan, your foundation, your game plan of what you want to do, in order to avoid all
See,
mishap, just be transparent.
I never heard no woman wake up and say, "Oh, guy, all I asked was just buy me the ring I want to propose in the living room. Don't come and go and be writing things in the air like the guy in Dallas. I never heard no woman.
Yes, give me a yeah.
But the thing is, the woman will tell you what she wants.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know what I mean? And if it's like, babe, I'm gonna do something special.
No. I never heard no woman wake up and say that it was too much. You understand? No woman has ever gotten up and said it was too much. But they'll always open their stupid mouth and be saying it was too little. Now, when they give you the too little in that thing, and then 5 years down the road, for example, money now really enter, and then they shower you with more, you will not go back and say, honey, I'm very sorry for blasting you like that. No, they'll just sit down, the he-goat or the hyena will just sit down and be enjoying and be going. But we'll never forget that there were humble beginnings. There's always something called a humble beginning. And as such, you need to also enjoy the humble beginnings. Your father, how much did he buy the ring he proposed to your mother? Idiot.
That's how much they could afford at the time. We not talking about. We talk about me. We talk about me. We talk about me.
That's how much they can afford. I don't want to hear nothing.
This is what I know what I want. I know how I want my ring. I know how I want my proposal. And if you're not able to go ahead and cater to that, then we can compromise and figure something out. Simple.
Here's a great example for all the women out there who want certain type of ring, certain type of cut, certain type of brand, certain type of this. You know what I'm saying? Look, the issue is not that, and I'm speaking for majority of the guys out there. Yes, I'm taking upon ourselves to talk about it, and I'm carrying all of them. If you guys disagree, fuck you too in the process. But anyways, listen, this is my thing. This is my thing, right? Look. For those of you who want them bigger things, you know what I'm saying, like the bigger rocks and all whatnot, because you want to flash and all whatnot, no problem. We are not arguing. We are not, we are not saying X, Y, and Z. Just bring your own cut. How much is it? 5,000, for example. Bring 2,500. Bring $2,000. At least chip in. What do you mean why?
Why?
You're investing in what you want, right? Are you not investing in yourself?
Am I not gonna pay for your wedding band? Am I not paying for your stuff too? Am I not investing into, like, I'm not understanding.
How much is a man's wedding band versus a woman's engagement ring?
Man, that should be expensive too. It might not be the same amount as a wedding ring or engagement ring, but that should also be expensive too.
You see, that's a bullshit that you women always do, right? You will see a man will really sit down and buy you a fucking Lamborghini, for example, and in turn, what do? You buy him some fucking drawers, and you go and say, "Oh, that is a thought that count." No, fuck your thought. Is that the same?
Yeah, it's the thought that counts.
No, fuck your thought.
It's the thought that counts.
No, we refuse.
Because guess what? Them same drawers you take off, and I give you kids, and there you go. Boom! It creates a bigger life. Simple.
I can still do that without wearing the drawers.
Well, I guess you're just not wearing no drawers.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all I'm saying is that the empathy that you want in this situation about the ring thing, you should be also able to also put that same empathy into the thought process of it, being that, for example, if you want a $5,000 thing and your man said that the most I ever thought in my life to put in was 4,000, and you want that special cut, put in the remainder of it. It's only you two who know. At the end of the day, you two will be fighting for each other. You two will be racking for each other, right? Now you go and carry shit and bring to the internet, and you're going to look stupid. So look here. End of the day, you two will be in there, and you two will have to be figuring shit out. So do you want to be a team player, or do you want to be a reserve? The choice is yours.
That's fine. I'm gonna give my man that $1,000 to add into that. Yup. By all means.
It's fair, right?
That's fair.
Yeah.
But now let me ask you guys this question, because a lot of women are always blabbing about the engagement ring. So when the father give you the engagement ring, now he's paying for the wedding.
Ooh, that's both people, right?
Well, I thought, okay, this is a good question, because I thought, so in African culture, I thought the traditional is the man's side and then the white is the girl's side. I could be mistaken, but I thought for the traditional is the man, that man's family pays for that, and then the white is the girl.
Okay.
Is it not? Okay. Am I mistaken? Don't quote me. I heard.
Oh,
I don't know.
In America, Is the wife's family who's supposed to pay for the wedding, right?
For the white wedding.
I think so.
There's no
Yeah.
traditional
Yeah.
wedding in America, right? So it's just
It's not really a tradition. Like, I think it started off with like, what? I don't know.
in America, is a wife's
No,
family.
I think it actually used to be the man would pay for it because then you would get the dowry or something like that, like the
No,
bridal.
no. In America, the man
Um,
proposes. When it comes down
Oh,
to who pays for the wedding, is the bride's family, the dad who pays for the wedding.
I think so, yeah.
The reverse is true for Africans. The wife's family does not pay, it's the husband's family who does. So when I'm looking, I'm like, okay, you go buy a heavy ring, you give to the woman. Then you come and pay for the traditional, or you can pay bride price and all these different things. The bride price sometimes at the call, they go and say, oh, pay 20K or 15K. Are you buying a cow? What the heck, man? Are you buying a house? You
Bring
feel
all
me?
that shit.
Then you do that, and then, mind you, she might have, bite your tongue. Anyways, mind you, this woman was popping Plan Bs as popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, she probably doesn't have one kidney, but she'll not tell you. But yeah, she'll tell you that you should go and buy a $15 ring, $15,000 ring. To put on what?
Sir, we were just talking about different rings at this point. We were just
I'm just simply saying that.
hey yo.
I'm just simply saying that. Sometimes some people's asks are ridiculous. They look at the Carfax. It's clearly written there. It had 5 owners, but you want to make the guy to believe he only had 1 owner. Why?
Well, I think to conclude it all, summarize it.
No, hold on. Come back real quick. See, in all fairness, they say he who that finds a wife finds a good thing. Whoever said that thing should smack themselves very badly. You know what I'm saying? That's just my humble opinion. Whoever said that, made that statement, should slap themselves. But to each their own again. When 2 people find themselves, they find themselves. When you guys sit there, you're talking, you know what I mean? Everybody should have sense. You know, they say common sense is not common, but it should be common for everybody. So everybody bring a common sense. They say, what do you bring to the table? Make sure you mention common sense in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you put common sense there because it's much needed. And then you need that to employ in times like this. But I hope that girl who rejected that thing, I hope she finds a ring that she wants. And I pray that
man, I just want a nice ring. And when the time comes, we'll have that conversation.
Yeah, some girls buy the ring for themselves and give the guy to give it to them too. You know.
I mean, hey,
Whatever works.
I don't know who does that, but it won't be me. So
there are girls who do that. You know what I mean? They buy the rings and give it to the guy to, propose. Like shit, the guy, like you see potential, right? So you reward potential by doing what? By you want something, make it happen, and then you hope that, the guy will be where he wants to be and then make up for it. Don't just sit there and say, oh, he cannot afford it. That's why it would not happen. No, you can. So why not make it happen? In this situation, the girl could have bought the ring for herself. What we talking about?
Is it really an engagement ring if I buy it for myself, or is it?
Is it because I'm engaging myself?
Ring?
Like what? Is it an engagement ring if I'm buying my engagement ring?
Yes.
No, it's a gift to myself.
Huh?
It's a gift to myself.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Perception is how you perceive it. It's how you're looking at it. At the end of the day, again, like I said, only you two know, right? Only you two know. The thing that people make here is that they go and start running their mouths. Oh, yeah. We're pro-Trump. Oh, you ain't shit. After that, I bought my own this and that. Like, bro, nobody needed to know this. It was between you two. So again, you want it so bad, right? Make it happen. Or just sit there and enjoy life. What's be the problem?
Yeah. Okay, Hannah. Okay, let's conclude this. Hannah, how would you like to be proposed? Like, what's your ideal proposal?
I actually really haven't thought about it too much. The only thing I really know is that I want it to be like filmed, and I want to look good. Like those are my 2 stipulations. I don't want to be hiking. I don't want to be like in nature. I don't want to be sweaty. I don't want to be, I want to look good. I want to have my nails freshly done. Okay. Because there like there is an aesthetic
Yeah.
piece that I'm looking for, And I want it to be like a hidden camera somewhere so you can get my natural reaction. Yeah. All of that. All of that. But I don't have a besides that, you could do whatever. I do want to be surprised though. And the thing is, I'm a really good guesser and I'm really nosy. So that's the thing I think is going to be hard for a man because I'm going to be thinking like, this nigga's about to propose.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, it's going to have to be like a big surprise. You could like, not to say there has to be like little like fake moments to like hype me up this so I'm not thinking, but like,
Like I don't want to know. Yeah.
I don't want to
The
know.
girlies be on TikTok like, come with me. I think I'm about to get proposed to. I
Yeah.
don't want to be making no damn video. Like I don't want to be doing that. I need to be in complete shock and be like, oh my God, like what the hell? Like I don't
Dude,
want to.
if you see that
I can't
video
get
of the
proposed to.
girl, it was I like teared up a little bit. It was so cute. So she came in and she thought one of her friends was getting proposed to. So she was like, "Oh my
Yeah, and
gosh!"
then it was like the flowers and all this
Yeah,
stuff.
she was like
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
find
yeah.
her phone real quick, and everybody just kept like passing her through. And she was like, "Wait!" And then it clicked, and she was like, that's what I want. That I
Yeah,
want
like
to
we need
be.
to.
I want to be thinking it's for somebody else or something, or I'm there for something else, and then bop, it's a moment.
Yes.
How about
Yep.
you?
I agree. I am. I mean, I'm dramatic. I'm extra. I want the whole shebang. Like, I want it to be in front of friends and family, but not too much. Like, I don't want the whole. No, I just want it my closest best friends and my family, because yeah, I want that, and I want you to like get a nice little not hall or whatever, them nice little venue things and decorate it really nice and
Yeah.
like do all of that and. Yeah, do not stop propose to me in public. Do not propose to me in public. Don't propose to me in a restaurant. Don't propose to me at no damn. Don't. That is the biggest. Oh my God, that'll piss me off.
At
Do
a
not propose to
restaurant?
me in a
No.
restaurant. No, 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 no. I do not want all these people in my face talking about stuff. Yeah, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no. I don't want that. Don't propose to me in public. I don't. Eiffel Tower shit, don't do that shit. Don't. I don't know. I don't understand. If you did it, it's cute. Good for you. Kudos to you. I'm not engaged. You got the ring, sis. But I do not. Don't. Public, that public stuff, the beach, it's cute. I see cute beach stuff, but I don't like the beach and I don't want sand on my shit. So no, don't do that. So yeah, just give me dry area. It's dry. We don't have to
Drive
deal
you.
about water. We don't have to deal about none of that. Just yeah, let my nails be done.
Yes. For the love
And
of
yeah,
God.
make sure I look good and all that stuff. Yeah, let me be shocked. Element of surprise.
I will be mad. Okay, like one like small little petty thing. Small little petty thing. But I would be livid if my man proposed with if I had like nubs, like nothing on my fingernails, or if my nails had grown out to heat. Listen, nigga, you see my nails every day. You couldn't be like, you know what? You should go get them. You know what, babe? Here, I got you.
Something.
Look at the
Something.
little, they
Yeah,
use
I
the little
don't
touch
no
up.
new growth, none of
Yes,
that. Like
no, I need them to be fresh because I want the picture, and then when I get a ring, I'm going to be obnoxious. I think I told you. Oh, like I'm going to be obnoxious. So,
yeah,
I
dramatic.
want it's a little bit is an aesthetic thing, but yeah. It's like, oh my.
AK's like, AK like, I don't give a fuck about
He
this
about to
shit.
toss the ring, like,
AK probably be like, hey, the ring. There you go.
yep.
Like, we'll go to the courthouse and call it a wrap. That's that.
I don't got nothing to share here. I just don't.
Yeah, I know.
I just don't. I just enjoy other people's videos. I'm like,
The whole shebang. Yeah, just give me the whole
I
shebang
love
and call
cute
it a
people's
day.
video. Oh my
You
gosh.
walking
Oh,
like
I
this?
seen this one too. It was the cutest one. This guy, he set up, it was like a Disney movie or
I
something.
seen that. Yeah, in the movie theater. It's
And she
like
was like Sleeping Beauty.
do
And
something that gives me the element, like something that I wouldn't think it would be like
yes,
your
I love stuff
typical,
like that.
like, yeah, I don't know. Cause even the guy that did the drone drones in Dallas here in Dallas. I said, "Oh baby, like
Would you propose?
drones." He literally proposed to his girl with drones, like and it said, "Would you marry me?" And then
Oh,
it changed and it was like she said yes and stuff like that. Like he planned her whole
that's cute.
entire day, like, and the girl did not have no idea that she was getting proposed to because she just thought they were doing a double date with her and her friend as well. And the whole time, like her friend was in on it, like, "Yeah, girl, I'm gonna go get my nails done. You should come with me." Da-da-da. Like
Yes,
that's
that's what I
that's
want.
that's
That's
what I
exactly
want.
what I
Like
want.
I don't
Yes.
want to. I just want it to be an ordinary day, and then I
Yep.
walk in, I'm like, oh.
Ah, ugly cry. Yes. Yeah. But not too ugly because I don't want to mess up my makeup, but not for the pictures.
I take
But
God's
yeah, so that's
blessings
it.
and I shower it on top of all of those dreams. I
There
take God's blessings and I shower it like this.
Amen. Amen.
To dream
There you
as
go, future
to what I
man.
want from their mouth to your ear. Make it happen. Yeah.
Amen. Okay, future man, you heard our proposals. There you go. Call it a day.
Yeah. So
I'll post my dream ring on my story, maybe say,
yeah.
like
Type of ring that you not even have to,
period.
pay even a cent to it. It's given to you, free of charge, type shit. But I think I got
was
Let's
like,
speed
wait,
this
what
up,
just
please,
happened?
because the way this is going, I don't have a conclusion. Um, if you don't got the money for it, then state that, be transparent. Um, Mama love you, but in my house, yeah, no, mother-in-law, I love you too, girl, but can stay in our respective houses. And what else do you talk about? Yeah, I don't know.
What's your first
That's really
topic?
it.